Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is in session. The court is in session in court is in session and cause numbers. That's they didn't have a cause number on this. Oh, here it is. 23 CCCR 1920 and cause number M327756 and cause number M327758. Both cases are styled the state of all three cases are styled the state of Texas versus Terra and McGinnis or McInnes. How you spell it?
McInnes.
McInnes. Ms. McInnes, would you please raise your right hand? Ms. McInnes, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Ms. McInnes, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Ms. McInnes?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Ms. McInnes, I have before me, well, your attorney, Mr. Kevin Lane. Mr. Lane, how are you doing?
Fine, Your Honor.
And Mr. Lane, do you waive a record
We do, Your Honor.
in Ms. McInnes' case?
We do.
The state is represented in this case by Attorney Colby Hoffbauer. Attorney Hoffbauer, how are you doing?
Good, Your Honor. Thank you.
And Mr. Hoff. Okay, Ms. McInnes, and cause number 23 CCCR 1920, I have before me a document that is titled Information. This information alleges that on or about June 20th of 2020, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, operating a motor vehicle in a public place, that you committed the Class B misdemeanor offense of driving while intoxicated. This information further alleges that during a period of, let me see, I can't see. It further presents that during a period from July 10th of 2020 until September 18th of 2023, and information arising from the same set of facts was pending in court of competent jurisdiction, cause number 327756 in County Court at Law number 2, the state of Texas versus Terra McGinnis. Ms. McInnes, to the charge of driving while intoxicated, Class B misdemeanor, DWI, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, no contest?
No contest.
Now, you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
I am.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
True.
And Ms. McInnes, I also have before me a document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishments, also labeled as State's Exhibit number 1. Do you recognize this document?
I do.
On page 2 of this same document, there is two sets of initials. There are two sets of initials on a line next to a box that's checked, NOLA contingent, which means no contest. Place your initials in this document.
I did.
And on page 3 of the same document, there's a signature above the line that is titled Defendant.
That's
Is
mine.
this your signature?
Yes.
And on the next document, that's titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, do you recognize this document?
Yes.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant?
Yes, sir, it is.
At the top of this document, there are two boxes that's checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that statement?
Yes.
Second box that's checked states that you're waiving your right to an appeal which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that statement?
I do, yes.
Also, I have before me a document that is titled Discovery Certification. You recognize this document?
I do, yes.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant?
Yes, sir.
Ms. McInnes, before you signed and initialed these documents, did your attorney, Mr. Lane, go over these documents with you?
Yes, he did.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
I did, yes.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
They are, yes.
Ms. McInnes, are you a citizen of the United States?
I am.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit 1, the misdemeanor plea of minor, State's Exhibit 2, the proper cause affidavit. State, you like to offer States 1 and 2?
Yes, sir.
Any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay, no objection. States Exhibits 1 and 2 are admitted. Let's see. Mr. Lane, you have advised and counseled Ms. McInnes. Is there any evidence that she is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
None, Your Honor.
Ms. McInnes, your attorney, Mr. Lane, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
I am, yes.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, yes.
Ms. McInnes, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers was freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargaining agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is that
It
agreement?
states for plea of guilty or contest, states we recommend 1 year deferred adjudication, community supervision, a $900 fine and court costs, 80 hours community-based service, Your Honor,
You said a $900 fine?
$900 fine. Court costs, 80 hours community-based service. Interlock device. Just deferred adjudication and all other standard parameters.
Interlock.
That's correct.
And in exchange for a plea on this, judge, we're dismissing a UCW with the forfeiture. And this was a refile, so we're
No, what you doing? You dismiss it? What you-
dismissing a DWI .15, filing it as a DWI.
Okay, so you're dismissing, what's the cause number? Is it,
It's on your tablet.
M32 what?
327-756.
M327
756.
56. Okay. And what else you dismissing?
Also, the M327758 was
M3277 what?
58,
58.
which is a UCW, which we're
Okay.
forfeiting the weapon.
Okay, so you forfeiting
That paperwork is right. You left it.
weapon. Okay. Okay, let me do this here. I know, hold on, let me do this here.